I don't know. After hearing him calm and talking about the tether story, it's probable.
Let's go down to the county attorney's office. I think you'll find a lot of humans down there.
All right.
No disrespect.
Stop driving.
I'm flirting with the judge in front of my dad.
Probation. What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? Happy Sunday night. We got it. We made it. Weekend's over. Well, kind of. It's almost over. But thank you all for joining. I see the chat rolling through. Thank you all for being here. Got a good one tonight. Yeah, I got a good one. Let's just keep it at that. You guys want to watch some court? Let's watch some court. First video. The first video is in the thumbnail. How about this? If you're under a bond order not to have any contact with somebody, and then you're in the hospital having a child with that person, probably not going to go well with you. Probably not going to happen. Judge does her best to respect childbirth, but I mean, it's still, you're in the hospital. All right, let's go. Before I hit that play button, you already know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. You are all awesome. Hold on. Let me call out some people. We're live, right? We're live. I can talk legal fiction. Nancy, Phil, Sly, Michelle, Shane, Rebecca. Hi, Heather. Time Lady's here. Terry Sue is here. Sashina's here. Sashina, good to see you. See, Johnny's here. Necro's here. Chris is here. Chris, you're awesome. Thank you. Let's go up. Sanity awaits. Kelly, Jedi. Did I say Jedi? I don't know. This is why I don't like scrolling through the chat, because it keeps moving on me. Got a memo is here. All right. Let's play some court. You guys want to watch some court? Let's go.
And we have a probation violation, if I remember correctly. So, which file did you want to be heard on, or did you want me to call the sentencing?
If we can start with the sentencing as well.
All right, so we're on the record in docket 23-01630, People of the State of Michigan versus Brian Miller. Will the parties please introduce themselves for the record? Ms. Wilson.
Abigail Wilson for the people.
Mr. Sarts.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jacob Sarson, IV, Assistant Public Defender here on behalf of Mr. Miller for both the pending probation violation sentencing hearing as well as the sentencing on the original charge, Your Honor. Thank
All
you.
right. This is the time set for the sentencing matter. Ms. Wilson, did you want to be heard before we get started?
I did, Your Honor. Yesterday afternoon, it was indicated by Mr. Starts to myself and to the court that Mr. Miller was going to the hospital because his girlfriend was in labor. The victim in this matter, when we originally charged, indicated to us that she was pregnant with the defendant's child. So I have reason to believe that there's currently a no contact violation, as he is, I can see, sitting in the hospital right now, and the victim is likely the individual in labor. So I would be requesting a bench warrant.
And the probation agent said the same thing. I think the pretrial services individual said that there is a no contact order out there. So this morning we went through. I have a victim notification, if possible, for the arraignment and a no contact order done by the magistrate, and that is for the original. Was for Savannah Scott.
What's up, Mr. Biggin? I was just over there. I was watching some weird people do some weird things on your channel. Now we're watching some weird people do some weird things on my channel. Always good to see you, Biggin. Thank you for the raid so much. Everyone that joined, thank you so much for coming. You guys are all awesome. Biggin, as always, you're awesome. If you guys didn't watch Biggin's stream earlier, if you want to watch some weirdos do some dumb things on Please Body Cams, he had a great stream tonight. I was laughing half the time. The other half the time, I was asking questions that will never be answered. But it's always a fun. Thank you so much, Biggin. All right, just a quick we just started. There's nothing you missed. We got guy in the hospital, bottom left-hand guy. Is it the bottom left? Yeah, I think it looks like he's in a car right now. No, he's in a hospital. He has a no contact order against a certain female. The certain female is in the hospital right now giving birth to his child. He's in the hospital under a no contact order. The prosecutor just ordered a probation, a no contact order violation, and wants him remanded immediately. That's where we're at right now. Again, thank you, Bacon.
Mr. Starts, I'm assuming you want to be heard on this.
Best of my knowledge, Your Honor, that's not the case.
All right.
This is a different person. Regardless, Mr. Miller, clearly he's at the hospital. Your Honor.
Right. And he did join us today by Zoom.
Yes, I would request an adjournment. And
Right.
again, I don't know the specifics, obviously.
Right.
And without further information being provided to me in the form, at least a PA 53 or something along those lines, Mr. Miller did appear this morning. And he, at this point, on his behalf, I request an adjournment of today's proceedings for obvious reasons. Thank you.
Well, yeah, I guess I don't, and I don't want to ask him any questions that are going to incriminate him.
And Your Honor, if
Yeah.
this is an adjournment, then the people, I believe he is on tether, so the people will be contacting tether company to confirm his location and also the hospital to confirm the
Right.
individual that's there giving labor.
But I don't know who Mr. Miller's with at the hospital. And I'm reluctant to ask him because that would incriminate him and change all kinds of things. But I do think that this probably should be done in person. So I'm going to grant the defense motion to adjourn for sentencing and for probation violation because Mr. Miller is obviously at the hospital. There's no doubt about that. But we're going to do a short adjournment so that we can get back here. And then I will leave the assistant prosecutor, and we got notice from the probation officer that there may be a violation of contact. That may be coming along with the extension. But Mr. Miller saved him any bench warrant, I think, by showing up by Zoom. And so first of all, sir, you are Brian Miller, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you understand that we're adjourning this proceeding to another date.
Yes, sir.
Because you were obviously at the hospital. You joined us, and I want to make sure we do the sentencing. And we did get notice that this was going on, that we got that email. So this is not a surprise. But let's do all this together. And then maybe if there's a new violation, we'll look and see where that comes from. And I kind of understand the nature of that, but I want to make sure that we're all in person. But Mr. Miller, the next hearing we set will be live. All right, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So let's reset the sentencing.
January 18th at 8:30.
So we'll set it for January 18th at 8:30. And that would be on the sentencing file, and then on the probation file, we'll set it for the same time on January 18th. Needed. All right. I got it. That's the probation violation on the reckless driving.
All right, what would you guys do? Let's say you've made some questionable decisions in your life and you were in this position. You're this guy, you have a no contact order. You have a no contact order against this female. She's in the hospital giving birth to your child. You're in the hospital, to be there for her, right? Would you stay away or would you go? What would you do? It's a very interesting question. I would go. I honestly, and I would do the same thing this guy's doing. I really would. I would go there. I'd be like, hey, I would tell my attorney beforehand what's going on, and I feel like the attorney knew because the attorney didn't let this guy talk, which is the proper thing to do. I would do the same thing. What would you guys do? What would you do? It's a hard question. It is a very difficult question. Stay away. See a stay away. You know what? I will. Hi, Mary. How are you doing, Mary? I'm trying to see what other people say. I would go, but make a call from the court from outside. Yeah, that's also a possibility. You don't have to, act like you're in court. But like I said, I feel like he told his attorney because the attorney didn't let him talk. He doesn't say a word during this entire thing, but he's in clear violation of the order. So it's a very interesting stay. Yeah. All right. Let's keep going. It's one of those things, right? Like, you know what? I'm not going to say anything else. It could be one of those things. Let's just keep it at that. I don't know what the no contact's for. I didn't see the beginning part of his hearing, why he has a no contact order, but he has a no contact order. The no contact order has been in place for a year, and he's his defendant of the no contact order is having a child right now. The no contact order has been in place for longer than conceiving a child. So that's why the court's concerned right now. It's not like it still doesn't matter. But that's where we're at right now. I talked about Bruno. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. I appreciate it. Very generous. And whoever just got that sub, I can't see it from my side, but thank you so much. All right. Let's finish this case out. There's only about a minute left.
PV hearing to the same date. January 18th at 8:30. And then if there's anything new that comes out of a violation of the no contact order, Mr. Sarts will make sure that the public defender's office has all that information. Okay.
Thank you, Ron.
All right. Anything else for the record in either one of these files, 22-00519 or 23-01630? Ms. Wilson.
Nothing from people.
All right. Anything else, Mr. Starks?
No, Your Honor. Thank
All
you.
right. Good luck. Okay, Mr. Miller, we'll see you on that January 18th date. Okay, sir?
Okay. Yes, sir.
All right.
All right.
All right. Yeah. That was enough of that first case. That one, I feel like that one was a little hard on asking people what to do. Let's go a little lighter. We never go lighter. All right. Thank you all for being here. You guys are all awesome. Let's go.
How you doing? Calling case?
I'm okay.
All right. Calling case number 23, Beesenberg.
This guy is amazing. This guy, the defendant, he's amazing. I cut out a lot of this because this is one of those defendants that likes to flash up his driver's license and he just likes showing documents on Zoom. I cut out a lot of this. If you see me just pausing really quickly, it's because I missed something. I don't think I did, but this guy needs to be a radio host for somewhere.
Berkeley E05880. This is people of the city of Berkeley versus Jeremiah Theodore Bell. That's you.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Bell, you were present earlier today when the court explained the nature of an informal hearing. Is that true?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And at that time, we're making a record, so I just need responses. Thank you. And at that time, the court also explained that you would be required to make a selection from one of three options in the protection of your own rights. Is that also true?
That is correct. But Your Honor.
Well, hang on. I'm not done yet. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So this citation, Mr. Bell, was issued on November the 2nd of this year at 4:03 in the afternoon. It said you were operating a...
I never ignore you, Rachel. I missed your comment. I'm very sorry. I will never ignore you. So hold your tongue. Yeah, I just saw Michelle say something about put your tongue in your mouth. Yeah. Yeah. That's what was in my head. No, Rachel, I'm not ignoring you. I hope you're having a very great weekend. And I see you changed your name and changed your icon, which tells me, did you take a more official role in Judge King's courtroom where you need a second account to come hang out with us little people? Is that what's going on right now? Is that what's going on, Detective Rachel?
2001 Chevrolet Silverado, green in color, on Elwood at or near 12 Mile Road in the city of Berkeley. At that time, you were bearing plates that had expired back October 24th of 2022. And the vehicle showed no current insurance. So the citations are simply written as expired plates and no proof of insurance. They're both civil infractions. Do you wish to admit responsibility or admit with an explanation or deny responsibility? And we will swear to the parties and take.
You know, every time I pause to talk to my favorite people on the planet, one of them being undecided middle ground, I'm going to get I do receive comments saying, you stop, you pause, you talk too much. So I try to do all my pausing in one group sum, but you know what? I don't care. Undecided middle ground, I will never ignore you either. I've known you for a long time. We go back, I don't know.
Proofs.
Oop. And then I actually hit the play button. just totally stopping what I was saying. We go back a while. Irish Demon, Law Talk with Mike. I don't know where else, but we followed each other for a while. All right. Now that everyone knows that I'm not ignoring anybody, except for maybe Fred, if he's in here, I'll ignore him. Just until he says hi. But that's the only person I ignore. All right, let's go. This guy's funny. This guy is funny. In a special sort of way. No, not special. Let's just play.
Admit with an explanation, Your Honor.
Very well. So you're admitting two things to the court. And the first is, on the date in question, you were operating a motor vehicle in the city of Berkeley. Is that true?
Yes, I was.
And the second issue is that at that time, the vehicle plates had expired and you did not have ready proof of insurance. Also true?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Very well. All right.
Morning,
Court
People
accepts
versus Jacob Lee
your
Laporte
pleas of
here. Case
responsible.
number.
What would you like this court to know?
Okay, Your Honor, I don't know if you can see this.
Yeah, undecided middle ground. You just said I was the best, and I just found an editing mistake.
The truck is my mother's truck, and insurance work. I would pay her every month.
Insurance. Also true?
All right, I'll tell you what just happened. I just fast forwarded a minute because apparently I didn't edit out the weird other court talking over this one. This guy lives with his mom or shares a car with his mom. I don't know, but they're on the same auto plan where they pay the same insurance. That's what you missed. He was just saying that. We didn't miss the good parts. I promise we didn't miss the good parts. Let's go.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Very well. All right. The court accepts your pleas of responsible. What would you like this court to know?
Okay, Your Honor, I don't know if you can see this. The truck is my mother's truck, and the insurance, I didn't mean to say that like that, but it's my mother's truck. I would pay her every month. I'm using the truck for work. I would pay her every month for insurance and to keep everything up to date. Well, I'm the oldest of 11 kids. I got younger siblings, obviously, and my mother, she becomes obstinate at times because I done tried since not 23, but 22. I've been, Mom, I got the money for the insurance. Same thing I told you, Officer Bourne. Same thing I told you, man. Okay, now look, I got this. I just talked to her yesterday. She said that she paid the insurance. I didn't even know that. I don't know what date she paid it, but I got
like a renewal for your driver's license.
No.
All right, so that blackout and that fade out and that fade back in was because that was me actually clipping out another court that interrupted this court. We're not even to the good parts yet, guys. We're not even to the good parts. This guy makes this fun. Also, Fred, thank you so much. I love how I called you out and then you disappeared. That's all I have to do is call you out and then you just show up. I'm gonna start doing that more often. But thank you so much for that super chat. Also, I had a PayPal last night. It might have been Friday night. I don't remember, but it was a very generous PayPal from Stella. Stella, if you're here, thank you so much for that PayPal. I wanted to give you a shout out before the video started, but where I missed the beginning of it. I don't know who listens to me halfway through the videos. I know, sometimes at the beginning, sometimes at the end, and that's about it. But Stella, if you're here, thank you so much for that PayPal. It was very generous. All right. On with the radio announcer.
Says conviction removed from driving record. Michigan Department of State has received notification from the Royal Oak 44th District Court that the violation of no proof of insurance you were ticketed for on 11/2/2023 should be removed from your driving record. The conviction and corresponding actions, if applicable, have been removed. Disregard any orders of action previously mailed for this violations. While you are eligible to drive, provided you have a valid, unexpired driver's license, there are no other open actions on your driving record. You're still responsible for any related outstanding court fees or requirements. Please follow up with the appropriate court that reported the violation.
On the Silverado current today.
All right, that was him flashing up his stuff. Like I said, he flashes it up all the time. That document he was just reading, he literally was putting that in the camera with his driver's license. I can't show that. I can't. That's what we missed. All right. Just so we know.
I don't even have to show you that, Your Honor. I can tell you completely 100% with veracity, no.
Okay, that's fair. I appreciate your explanations. You really got to get that plate hooked up, if for no other reason than, number one, it's the law, but number two, you're just going to end up giving yourself inconvenience through the year because every once in a while, somebody's going to traffic stop you just because your plate's expired. You don't want that headache, do you? Officer Boring, do you have any suggestions regarding either one of these matters?
Like I told the gentleman on the road, Your Honor, if Mr. Bell gets the plate up to date, I have no problem dismissing that citation. Unfortunately, it looks like that hasn't happened since November today.
Okay. And Mr. Bell, with respect to the insurance on the vehicle, do you know if that's up to date?
Yes, it is. And I want to thank Officer Bourne because what he said is 100% true. I'm going to get the plates and tags now because I know it's insurance on the vehicle. She just told me that yesterday.
Mr. Bell, you're getting pretty excited, and this is just traffic court. You don't.
Anyone else? How you guys keep calling him Officer Boring. He actually was the officer in the video I had this morning, and it's funny. Yeah, but it's good. It's good. This wasn't the same docket. This video, well, maybe it was. Was it the same docket? It might have been. You know what? I don't know. I don't know why I make comments like that. I don't know the answers to. But the fact that he's holding in laughter, he's not Officer Boring. What is his name? Yeah, it actually might be Boring. I don't know. All right, let's go.
Nope. Nobody's going to jail today. Okay, relax. Do you have a proof of insurance?
Besides the paper that I got from the
all that paper tells me is that this court apparently somehow set aside the default in this case. Okay, what I'd like to see is a proof of insurance. In other words, from whatever insurance carrier you have, Esurance, Progressive Insurance, Cadillac Insurance, Midnight Insurance, whatever it is. If you're going to get the plate, you should have a proof of insurance. Do you have the proof of insurance with you?
Okay. The answer to the question is no. She got it, Your Honor. She got it. What I'm saying is, she told me yesterday that she paid the insurance, so the insurance is valid at the Secretary of State. All I got to do is take the registration up there and pay the money for the plates and the tags, and you know what I mean. But it's in the system as having insurance.
All right, well, the system, so to speak, isn't always available. What we like to see is you with a paper proof of insurance. Officer Boring, I'm assuming you don't have that ability right now, or do you?
I was gonna say, Your Honor, I do. Just if you just give me about 1 minute here,
All the time you need. Please stand by, Mr. Bell.
I'll take a
Okay.
look. Says there's insurance. If there's insurance, I have no problem dismissing that portion of the citation.
Very well. Stand by, please.
It's not good. It's not good. He doesn't have insurance. It gets so much better. This is a really good clip of just how fun you can have in court. This defendant doesn't even try to have fun, but he tries to have fun. Nancy, thank you so much for the one gifted sub. Thank you so much, and welcome whoever got that. Also, Michelle Eaton, thank you. Yeah, it's just traffic court. It is just traffic court. This guy lives his life the way he wants to live it. So no one tell him it's just traffic court. He's rocking it. He's gonna show up with all 10,000% of his personality every time, even if he's facing Officer Boring.
There's no insurance currently per Secretary of State, sir.
All right, so up to the second here, Mr. Bell, for whatever reason, there's still no insurance on there, but the court will grant you some relief in terms of the fine, okay? So stay with me for a minute.
Your Honor.
Mr. Bell, without documentation, we're really in a tough spot, okay? So please stay with me for a moment. All right. The expired plate is normally 130. I'm gonna make that 65. That's half. The no proof of insurance is 175.
All right, you're calling him out. You guys are all calling him Officer Boring. You guys hear the email going off? He's getting swiped right on by a lot of people right now. That's what's going on. You hear that? That's his phone going off. That's not my computer. That's his phone. So Officer Boring is getting a lot of swipes. Just saying.
5, and I'm gonna make that 65 as well. So your total, Mr. Bell, is $130. That is payable through the pay portal on the 44th District Court website, or you may walk a cash check or charge into the 44th District Court, 400 East 11 Mile Road, Monday through Friday between 8:30 and 4:30.
Are my eyes broken? I know the judge called him Officer Boring, but doesn't it say Berkeley? Oh, it says Berkeley DPS. Oh, yeah. No, his name is actually Boring. Oh, yeah. I'm sitting here thinking, why is the judge calling him Boring? I'm reading Berkeley the entire time. I don't know why people are calling him Boring, and then the judge did. All right. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm done. I can't talk anymore in this video. I can't talk anymore in this video.
That's due within 14 days. Neither one of these has any points associated with it, so you're going to be fine. And that completes your hearing, sir.
Hey, Your Honor.
Yes.
I want to thank you. I want to thank Officer Boring. I think I got insurance though, because my mother just told me yesterday. But anyway, I ain't had no proof of documentation. I want to thank.
We got Joycelyn Benson's system on one hand, and we got your mom on the other. And you suggested to me that she's cantankerous and sometimes her memory's not great. So we're gonna go with Joycelyn Benson for the moment. You take care, sir. Have a great year.
All right. I got you.
This gentleman needs his own radio program.
Yep,
A lot of personality.
that's a good way to describe it.
And you guys all wondered where I was getting that comment from. I knew that was coming. Yeah, this guy. He really does though. He has all the personality of everyone in this room all at the same time. Oh, that guy was great. And it was really good. We had a probation violation of a guy. Yeah. All right. Let's keep the fun going, right? We're gonna keep the fun going. Hopefully we're gonna keep laughing. No idea what this next clip is. So yeah, you guys are all awesome. I think I'm caught up on super. Oh, I highlighted. I didn't call it out. Kathy, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs, and welcome to all the 5 new members. Also, MB, I see you're in the chat. I don't think you were here the other night when I thanked you for your PayPal. I actually don't remember if it was PayPal or Cash App or what it was, but thank you so much. I don't think you were here for it, and I saw your name, so I'm giving you a shout out now. Why I know that you're in the chat, so thank you so much. All right. I need all the above, coffee and sleep. Both of those are great things, and they can both happen at the same time. They can, but I try. All right, let's go. Next clip.
Following page initials, left-hand column, your initials.
Yes, Your Honor.
Following page initials, left-hand column.
All right. You guys know I love this judge. This is my favorite judge. Next to Judge Slavin. I'm partial to Judge Slavin because he's been on the channel. This is my second favorite judge. I love him. I really do. This reminds me of my grandfather. Every single time I watch him, he acts the same. He talks the same. This is my grandfather. So, love watching him. Let's have some fun. We're in Reno.
Your initials.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And on that page, also your signature. Am I correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. This is okay. Do you, sir, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. This is an enhanceable offense, which means that if you have if you're charged in the future with another.
I am laughing way too hard at that, Kelly. Thank you so much for that. The second I read it, I couldn't stop laughing, so I had to pause it. Thank you for that laugh.
Harassment charge. A second offense is a gross misdemeanor. Gross misdemeanors are punishable up to a year in jail and up to a $2,000 fine. If you're convicted of a third, hold on a second.
The only reason I'm pleading out is because my dad needs my help.
Hold on a minute. Okay, that we also may, I take it, anything past the second, is that a felony? Irma, Mr.
Yes.
Edgerton?
Yes.
Okay. Third one, and there's no time limit. There's another, if you get another harassment charge, sir, without any particular time limit, like they have with the DUI, it's a felony and you can't go to prison. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you have any questions in regards to your plea?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, what is your plea to the harassment charge?
No contest.
Okay, I find that plea is not involuntarily made. Let me get back to the regular calendar. Okay. Okay, pursuant to that plea, charge in 23 CR 11673 is dismissed. You just pled to the 23 CR 15994 and the charge in 24 CR 00086, the possession charge is dismissed. Okay, are we ready to do sentencing today?
We are, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Boytis Tanner.
Thank you. For the record, as I previously indicated, we have the victim present, and her name is Evangelina Selafu. And that's spelled, the first name is Emangelina. The last name is Cefelu. Also on Zoom, we have Evangelina's stepfather, Roy Gibson. And the victim would like to give a victim impact statement at the appropriate time. So this is what happened, Your Honor. There was a protection order in place protecting Ms. Cefelu. That protection order had been in place since November. Date of offense is December 19th. On that date of offense, the defendant was observed banging on the victim's door, trying to get in, trying to break locks and on the doors, and locks on the windows, trying to get in. Mr. Gibson, victim's stepdad, reported that the night before, defendant came in looking for the victim with a gun. And on the date of offense, the stepdad armed himself with a metal pipe to protect himself and protect the victim in this case. The victim reported that she was very fearful of the defendant. Mr. Huertas is 38 years old. I'm showing on his criminal history that he's a veteran, possibly. I don't know if he was honorably discharged or not. But what I do have is a criminal history that is escalating. It started in 2010. He has some drug charges on his record, which appear to be from some sort of base, maybe while he was still active military. In 22 and 23, I have at least 4 arrests for failure to comply or failure to appear. Also in 2023, I have a carrying a concealed weapon or dagger arrest, multiple ONRs, and multiple drug-related arrests. With this, Your Honor, as well as these egregious facts, I think that this is a 6-month in jail case. The reason for that is because this type of behavior places the victim at great risk. This is how victims get hurt. And the court should send a strong message to Mr. Huertas that this behavior will not be tolerated, and to send a message to the victim that we will do what we can in the criminal justice system to protect her. Thank you.
Okay, all right, Mr. Edgerton.
And Your Honor, I agree with Ms. Boytis Tanner to the extent that this is a case that warrants a significant sentence. However, I would ask that the court suspend that sentence and order Mr. Huertas to get treatment. The indication is that, again, we have a history of service to the community and to the country. We have what appears to be some self-medication through drug use. And so I think a more appropriate resolution here, and Mr. Huertas has not been interested, to my knowledge, in participating in our specialty courts. A more appropriate resolution, in my mind, is a significant suspended sentence with an order that he obtain a mental health and/or substance abuse evaluation, comply with the recommendations thereof, and then obviously have no contact with Ms. Cefelu or her family or her apartment, in addition to obeying all laws.
Thank you. All right, is Evangelina available for a statement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Let's have her sworn, please. And if you can say some, see you on the screen.
I couldn't hear that.
Oh, there you are. Okay. You. Okay. Raise your right hand, please. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Make a statement, please.
I didn't mean for it to go this far. Michael just repetitively kept breaking into my room.
I'm sorry. Slow down, talk up. I can't really understand you. Go ahead, please.
I didn't mean for it to go this far. He just kept repeatedly breaking into my room when I wasn't home. I come home and kind of the stuff that I've been through, I kind of get freaked out, when I, see they come into my room and there's a man standing in my room. At first glance, it freaks me out, you know what I mean? And just repetitively when I'm asleep, like I hear someone trying to break into my room. It's kind of intimidating. my stepdad, you know, he lives 2 doors down from me, so, you know, he can hear it happening, and so he would come out and see if I was okay. I mean, like I said, I didn't mean for it to go this far. I just don't want to be freaked out anymore. You know what I mean? When I'm at home, and he's
Are
not
you
allowed on the property, so I kept telling him he was going to get me kicked out if he continued to break in. You know what I mean? And I can't lose my place right now. Yeah.
how long were you dating him or with him?
6 months or so.
Excuse me?
About 6 months.
Okay. All right. Anything you want to add, Mr. Voitis Tanner?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Edgerton, anything else?
Your Honor, just that the victim's comments seem consistent with a desire not to see Mr. Huertas punished, but rather to have this conduct stop and maybe to have him receive the help he needs. So I'd ask the court follow my recommendation.
All right, Mr. Huertas, anything you want to say?
Yes, Your Honor. Due to the fact of who's around her right now, he is manipulating her. That is not her stepfather. That is what he's telling her to say. And sorry, Angelina, but you know, we've been together for 6 months. We were together up until the 28th. That's the day I got arrested. I'm not sure if we're still together or not. That's, you know, probably not going to happen. I never was breaking into her room, but I was knocking on her door, and then somebody who calls himself his stepfather is 2 doors down from her and manipulates her, and then she was trying to find a way to tell him that we were together and that I wasn't doing that. But it's all, you know, whatever anybody wants. That about me but it's all right. I'll stay away and
Ooh, my internet just dropped. Can you guys still see this? Okay, it's popping back up. I'm just gonna let it pop back up before I hit play. All right. Is everybody good? Everybody good? Everyone having a good night? I know. I should have done funny last. We still got a couple more clips to play though. We still got more. It's frozen. It's frozen? It's showing that it's good on my end. I got a thumbs up from Undecided Middle Ground. All good on MB. All right, let's play it. Yeah, my internet connection did drop for 1 second, and it went from full to 0, and then it popped back up. So it might have froze for a couple of you guys, but hopefully we're good now. All right, let's play.
I will never have contact with you or anybody around there ever again.
It wasn't like that. It wasn't supposed to be like that.
No, I don't even want to hear it. I don't want to talk anymore.
All right, all right. Yeah, you won't see her for another 6 months. I'm going to send you to 180 days, Washoe County Jail. No alternative sentencing, and
what, sir?
Credit time served towards that. Thank you. All right, let's go to the next case. Will be, and those other 2 cases are dismissed, of course. Let's go to Ryan.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. You're in jail. She's not. Don't talk to her. I'm surprised the judge didn't call him out on that of talking to her, or her talking to him. That's not okay. But yeah, I don't know. Is that Romeo and Juliet gone bad? I don't know. But hopefully they don't have any contact with each other, so he can stay out of jail and whatever. But you're not gonna have any contact with him because he has 180 days in jail. Yeah, that's on you, buddy. That's on you. All right. I think okay, I still got one more video after this, but I think this next clip is the same judge. I think. Don't quote me.
Ellswood, ELLSWOOD.
And Your Honor, my internet connection has become a bit unstable, so I'm going off video. I wanted to know if the city had an offer to tender here. Mr. Ellswood was before the court a couple of days ago, and this case somehow was overlooked.
Thank you for the gifted subs. Nancy for the 1. Sparkle Foods for the 5. You both are awesome. Thank you so much for your generosity, and welcome to all the new members. Sorry, I did step away for about 30 seconds. It actually ended up being more like 2 minutes, but I'm back. Thank you so much for the gifted subs. You guys are both awesome. All of you are awesome. But right now, those two are, they're glorified. Deal with it.
Thank you. Your Honor, I have this case set for a trial docket last week. Mr. Ellswood indicated that he did not want to appear in court, so he wasn't transported. I did have a victim present. So the offer is for him to plead to the hit and run. In exchange for that plea, I would move to dismiss the registration.
Okay. Sound good, Mr. Ellswood? Mr. Edgerton?
Hey, Your Honor, I got a felony case going on. Is there a way that I could put this to a global resolution?
Dang, where'd you learn that big word?
From you, sir, from you.
Do you admit failing to appear on July 11th of last year?
I mean, I was gonna see if I could go not guilty and put it to
it's going to be. Do you admit not appearing? Say yes.
Yeah, I was incarcerated in Sacramento, so I didn't appear. That's correct.
If I'm giving you time served on that, that's done with. Now, what's your plea on the hit and run?
Not guilty.
Okay, and obviously on the other one. All right, I'm going to give you time. Yeah, go ahead. Let's get him a trial date. Irma, do you have a bail you want to suggest?
Yes, Your Honor. I would ask that the trial date be set at least 30 days out to give the victim an opportunity to show up to court again. As far as bail, Mr. Ellswood has quite a history. He's got a history with district court and justice court. I've had contact with him before. As far as the history here, it shows that he doesn't appear for court. So we've had him on open containers. He fails to appear. We had him on this case. He failed to appear. And it looks like in the mid-2000s, we had him on a DUI and he failed to appear. So I'm going to ask that you impose bail and the amount of $1,000 bondable.
Can I speak real fast, Your Honor?
No. Mr. Edgerton?
Your Honor, we'd ask that Mr. Ellswood be released on his own recognizance for that trial date. And again, the failure to appear in this case was due to his incarceration in another jurisdiction. So it was kind of an impossibility situation.
All right, Mr. Ellswood, you working?
Yeah, I work for FedEx as a box truck driver.
Well, Katie, I'm going to guess that's Katie. Why would you push off tomorrow, which you could push off for today? Just be one today. Be a troll. You can do it. You can do it. All you have to do is say, Colin, stop pausing so much. That is the first step to being a troll. You type that out, you're on your way.
All right, this is what we're going to do then. I'm going to make it $1,000 bondable pending your trial. And you make the bond, you report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court. Your pretrial conditions are obey all laws. Okay? That'll be the order. Thank you, sir. All right. And listen also,
Dan, I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing really well. I've seen a couple of your comments in the comment section, but I haven't seen you on live in a while. I really hope you're doing well. Hopefully nobody times you out on accident where I have to make you a mod to get you out of timeout. Yeah. Dan, it's really good to see you. Also, Heather's back. Yay.
I want you to apply for a legal defender, okay? Just play it safe.
Sir, I'm not getting out. I'm in here on a $160,000 bail on a firearm charge already. So I was trying to plead not guilty to get it wrapped up all together. So can we push my trial date out farther than that?
Irma?
No, Judge, I think it needs to proceed in due course. He had an opportunity to show up to court and we could have done a trial last week and he elected not to do so.
Okay.
I was incarcerated.
And Your Honor, one confusion here is I actually anticipated Mr. Ellswood entering a different plea today, and his comments just now indicated the same. I think, Mr. Ellswood, are you clear on the difference between no contest and not guilty?
Yeah, see, this is my understanding. I have multiple firearm charges, so I'm trying to wrap it all up together and get a global resolution deal. That's what I'm trying to do. That's my goal here.
Okay, so I think in that case, he wants to set this as not guilty and then explore that resolution.
Lindy Lou, this is Nevada. Nevada. Sorry. Nevada. It's pronounced Nevada, even though it sounds more hillbilly than if you say Nevada. 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 It's Reno. It's Reno Justice Court or Reno Municipal Court. One of those two.
Resolution through negotiation. Okay, thank you, Mr. Ellswood.
All right, Mr. Ellswood, yeah, we're gonna do a trial date 30 days out. Martha, give him a date.
His trial date is set for February 13th at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, I haven't even been appointed a public defender or even talked about this case yet.
A lot of problems. This is what we're gonna do. If you wanted to plead to it today, we could wrap it up today, but you don't. That's understandable. You make that bail, sir. You report upon release. I know you've got the other felonies. I'm dealing with this separately. Report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court. Conditions are obey all laws pending your trial. That'll be the order. Thank you.
Your Honor, if I may, I think Mr. Ellswood is not understanding the fact that he has felony charges and just.
All right, Legal Fiction. I will pause it just for your super chat. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. You disagree, I should pause more. And since you said that, I'll read out the other super chats I've been hoarding. I've already said Sparkle Poo to Nancy. We have Mary Brown. Mary, it's always a pleasure to see you. I try to call it everybody, but yeah. But thank you so much for this $2 super chat. I appreciate you. And then stop pausing so much. No, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. I'm not gonna apologize for being me. Won't apologize for how I want to run my channel. And you guys can hang out with us and have fun, or you can sit on the sidelines and tell me I'm pausing too much. Sly, I know you're joking. I know we're friends. We're friends. I'm not talking about you, and you know that. All right, let's finish this clip.
Court, and this is a misdemeanor charge in Reno Municipal Court. This case is not going to be tied in to the other cases, so there will be no global resolution. If he pleads not guilty, we will have a trial in Reno Municipal Court.
Oh, okay. I wasn't understanding that thing. Can we go back then a little bit?
Do that, and thank you, Miss Aboitis Tanner. Yeah, God Almighty. Okay,
I'll plead no contest. Then I just want to say one thing though. I only have one failure to appear. And that's from this case because I was incarcerated. On the DUI, I have no failure to appear. I don't know why it says that on there. It's the only failure to appear I ever had.
Quiet. What's your plea? You admit failing to appear. What's your plea to the hit and run?
Quietly, it's no contest, sir.
Display fictitious registrations dismissed. City sentencing.
Thank you, Judge. I'm going to ask that this be set over for tomorrow so we have the opportunity to contact the victim. She was very interested in this case. I don't know if she's going to want to give a statement. I do know that Mr. Ellswood was driving a rental car, so it doesn't appear to be a restitution issue, but she was very impacted by this. So at least I want to have an opportunity to make a phone call to see if she wants to show up on Zoom tomorrow.
Okay. Since you're in custody, sir, sentencing is going to be held over for 1 day. It'll be a no bail hold. Thank you. And then you're going to get it wrapped up and you're going to be very global at that time.
All right. Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
All right. That was supposed to be where the video is going to end, but I'm having fun tonight. How about one more clip? You guys want one more clip, or are you guys ready to call it a night? Before I even ask that, Heather, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Yes, kittens get adopted all the time on this channel. It's left and right. Kids are just getting adopted. Puppies too. Johnny has like 37 puppies because he adopts all the puppies when I pause the videos. All right. I'm gonna play a video that I had from this is like 2 weeks old. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right. This video is about from 2 weeks ago. This was supposed to be a premiere. This was my first video where I was 2 more clips. No, I don't have 2 more clips ready. I've got 1 more clip ready. This is like a 20-minute hearing. So yeah, it's isn't a clip. This is a full hearing about a dumb kid. He's a dumb kid, right? He's like, I don't know, I think 20, 21. I think he's charged with the DUI, but this was the first video that I attempted to put text overlay and images on. And halfway through it, I just said, screw this. Like, that's not me. I try it every once in a while because I get yelled at for pausing all the time and talking too much. So I try this, right? I try this style. It's not me. I don't have the patience to edit a video and put text overlay on it, where I'd rather just voice over it. I just don't. I don't have the patience. But I am gonna try. I am trying. But yeah. This is my first attempt at this. All the text overlay has been removed. But that's my excuse for why this is so late. All right. This kid is dumb though. This kid is really dumb. He looks at his attorney. The judge asks him, "Are you inebriated right now?" And the kid looks at his attorney for the attorney to answer for him. This is the perfect example of a kid. I call him a kid, even though he's legally an adult. I call him a kid because he cannot answer a question for himself. He looks at his attorney every single time. It's not the most exciting video, but you will all feel my pain. You will all feel my pain. Talking about the Tether story. And we have my intro because, yeah, this was supposed to be a standalone video. So, yeah. Let's watch my intro again. It's probable.
Let's go down to the county attorney's office. I think you'll find a lot of humans down there.
All right.
No disrespect.
Stop driving. I'm flirting with the judge in front of my dad.
All right, Mr. Thompson, I'm going to call the Patel.
Oh, sorry. I overshot it. What's going on? This is Colin. How's everyone? I'm joking. Let's go.
The court now calls the matter of People versus Amara Kishore Patel, file 23-5205
Sierra Cook on behalf of the people.
Thank you, Your Honor. Jason Thompson on behalf of Defendant Amara Patel.
If you would serve for the record, are you Amara Kishore Patel? Mr. Patel, I'm concerned that I have not been very clear. Sometimes I'm not clear because I speak too quickly. Sometimes I'm not clear just because there's a lot of other things going on. But when we last met, I was concerned enough with your discussions with your attorney or lack thereof, based on what you said, that I took a break and let you talk to Mr. Thompson more. I also told you that it did not matter to me how you appeared, but that you needed to make advanced arrangements and let my staff know. And so I bring that all up because, again, today, your attorney was in his office via Zoom because that's how he had planned on appearing, and you appeared here in person. That's not problematic.
That's actually a really good question. I have not seen him. I don't know the last time I saw him. In court, out of court, in my... Thank you for bringing that up, Rachel. I like to check in on people that I don't see for a while, so thank you for bringing that to my attention. I will reach out, and I'll make sure that he's accounted for.
If there's arrangements made before, and it's really not even an issue other than this, it appears that you are not understanding what I'm saying, and that causes me concern. My overwhelming concern, however, is whether or not you've been able to maintain contact with your attorney, because that was the problem before. So have you been able to maintain contact with your attorney since the last time we were in court?
I mean, I was kind of told about the plea offer on Friday.
You were kind of told about a plea offer that happened on Friday when this case was back from July of 2023?
I guess there's a new plea offer. I didn't.
Well, Mr. Patel, I have granted adjournments in this case. I have tried to be understanding of the fact that there's things that I don't know. For example, when Mr. Thompson was explaining that he was simply asking me to set this for a final status conference and plea cutoff, ultimately, after he had time to talk with you, I ended up accepting that. I did not ask him to discuss with me, and I won't ask you to discuss with me what you and he have been discussing. But regardless of all that background, in the court's view, you have had plenty of time to decide how you want to proceed in this case. So my prior order is not going to change, which means what today is a combination of two hearings. One, depending on how the first part of the hearing goes, my hearing about how we're going to prepare for trial and what needs to be done. Because as you well know, trial is set for February 26th. If you didn't know this before, you were originally second on the list, but now you're first. What that means is the case that may have gone before yours is now resolved. That means your trial is going to go on February 26th of 2024, in 21 short days from today, or the case is going to be resolved today. It does not matter to me how it's resolved. It matters to me that it gets resolved. That's it. So this is a final plea cutoff. If you go past today, that's fine. The jury will determine the issues, but I'm not going to reconvene any plea hearings for any reason after today. Are you aware of that? Are you aware of that?
Yes, I am now, yes.
Mr. Thompson, then, before I hear further from your client, is there anything that you'd want to put on the record regarding your background communications to the extent you want to? I'm not requiring you to, or about your discussions about the plea offer or anything else in that regard before I hear from your client further?
No.
All right, then have you had enough time then that you know how Mr. Patel wants to proceed today, Mr. Thompson?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe Mr. Patel wishes to accept the state's new offer. Added count for attempted fleeing and eluding, max at 750 or 79 of A2. Then he would also plead guilty count to misdemeanor sex offense operating while intoxicated. So 2 one-year offenses, Your Honor.
So your audio, or maybe mine, is breaking in and out. Can you hear me clearly when I'm speaking, Mr. Thompson?
Yes, 100%.
Oh. All right, there was about every other second that your audio was cutting out. I think you said it was going to be an added count for, I thought you said attempt, but Ms. Cope, why don't you state the offer for the record and let's see if I can get some more clarity.
It is added count for attempt, flee and elude, 4th degree. The PAT code is 750.479A2, and count 2, operating while intoxicated as a second offense notice.
So count 1 would be a 1-year max. What's the maximum fine?
Count 4 would be a 1-year max.
With the maximum fine of what? You have that.
It's $1,000.
Is that much accurate, Mr. Thompson?
Yes, Your Honor. Count 4 is an attempt. They are both 1 years. That is accurate.
And then count 2, OUI second, is also a 1-year maximum. Is that right, Ms. Cope?
It is.
And is that fine different than what's listed under the second offense note? Well, it is listed already as second offense notice, correct?
Correct.
Mr. Thompson, any issue with any of that?
No, Your Honor. I believe the prosecutors accurately read the plea offer.
What's up, Maul? Hope you're doing well. I want you up on my panel in the near future because I'm missing all the fun we had when you were up here. So we need to schedule that again in the near future. So reach out.
Mr. Patel, did you hear the terms of the plea offer?
And there are 2 misdemeanors?
There's 1 felony, which I'll go through in a moment, which is also 1 attempted felony, which is also a misdemeanor, and another misdemeanor. And I'll go over through that more fully in a moment, but an attempted felony, you need to understand, Mr. Patel, means if you ever charged with and later convicted of a different felony, that could enhance a sentence later, because an attempted felony remains an attempted felony.
So I'm still getting a felony?
No.
It's a misdemeanor offense, but it can be used if you're ever convicted of a felony in the future. An attempted felony conviction could potentially be used as an enhancement, meaning a way to enhance a later sentence if you're ever later convicted of a new felony.
I don't plan. Okay, I understand. Yes, Your Honor.
Understand? And did you want to go forward with the plea agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Raise your right hand, please. You solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Patel, again, under this plea agreement, first you're going to plead guilty to what's called an added count. That's going to be an added count. Would that be a 3?
Yeah, 4.
Said 4, but I only see that there's 2 listed. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
There is a 3rd alcohol container. I apologize. So it's going to be what's called an added count 4, Mr. Patel, and that added count 4 is known as attempted flee and elude in the 4th degree. Are you aware of that?
Yes, Your Honor. Yep. Yes, Your Honor.
So flee and elude in the 4th degree, generally speaking, is what's called a high court misdemeanor, otherwise known as a felony. Generally. But as an attempt, the penalty is cut in half, Mr. Patel. You understand that?
Your Honor.
So in other words, the penalty for attempted flee and elude fourth degree is a maximum of 1 year in the county jail and or a maximum $1,000 fine. Are you aware of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
With a 1 year misdemeanor, 1 year maximum rather, that is a misdemeanor offense. Are you aware of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Despite the fact that it's known as a misdemeanor because the maximum punishment is 1 year in the county jail, it's also known as what's called an attempted felony.
Hey, Mayor Wrench, I just making sure that you were joking. I haven't seen you around in a little bit, so just making sure you were joking. Did I do something to upset you, or are you just having fun with us? I would like an honest answer, please. Thank you.
Offense. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
An attempted felony offense means if in the future you're convicted of a felony offense, this offense might be used to enhance a later felony conviction. Are you aware of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
The other offense that you're offering to plead guilty to is called count 2, operating while intoxicated as a second offense notice. Are you aware of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Operating while intoxicated as a second offense notice is a misdemeanor. The minimum fine is $200. The maximum fine is $1,000. Are you aware of that?
Your Honor, sorry, there's a lot of paper rustling. It's kind of hard to hear at the moment. I don't know which microphone it's coming from, but I just wanted to let the court know that. Thank you.
I see that, Mayor. Okay, we'll talk in Discord.
All right, I'll speak up. I can't hear it on this end, but I'm certain that you can on that end. Is that better, Mr. Patel?
He's asking you.
Oh, does it matter about the paperwork? Or
He's asking you if you can hear him okay.
oh yeah, I can hear you. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes.
All right, so Mr. Patel, the second offense you're pleading to is operating while intoxicated as a second offense notice. Are you clear on that?
Yes, Your Honor.
The additional penalties for operating while intoxicated second offense, first is it's a 5 days minimum in jail, up to 1 year maximum. Are you aware of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
There is also a minimum of 30 days of community service, or I could order up to a maximum of 90 days of community service if you're convicted of that offense. Are you aware of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
I could also order you to engage in what's called rehabilitative program.
Can someone please explain to me why all these people are saying "fool me once"? Is this a chat conversation that I'm completely missing, or is something going on? Like, what's going on? What's going on in chat? Is this another thing that we have to go to Discord about? I don't know. But I don't know. I just feel like the chat kind of took a turn. Am I just missing something? Maybe it's just people having fun. I don't know. I really don't know.
I could order you to pay the cost of prosecution, and I could order you to reimburse the government for emergency response. Are you aware of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And for operating while intoxicated as a second offense notice, there is vehicle immobilization, which is mandatory. Are you aware of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Understanding, well, then the benefit of the plea agreement, Mr. Patel, is that if you plead guilty to those two offenses, count 4, attempted flee and elude 4, as well as count 2, OUI second, the prosecutor would then dismiss first count 1, which is a felony offense of police officer fleeing under the 3rd degree under the vehicle code. Are you aware of that benefit of the plea agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Prosecutor would also dismiss count 3, which is entitled alcohol, open container, and vehicle. Are you aware of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
In understanding the benefit of the plea agreement that you get, and also understanding the maximum penalties that we've just gone over and that you can face for both count 4 as well as count 2, how do you plead to count 4, attempted flee and elude in the 4th degree?
Gee, I don't know, but I feel like chat just got weird. And I feel like I missed something. I don't know what's going on, but I'll just shut down the stream if people. I don't want this. I don't want anything about anything being negative, but people are talking about self-harm for some reason, and people fooling each other. I don't know what's going on, Jay. I really don't. But I missed something. I completely missed something.
Guilty, correct?
Are you pleading guilty?
Yes, correct. Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to the offense of operating while intoxicated, second offense notice?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead?
Guilty.
If you plead guilty, Mr. Patel, you will no longer have any automatic appeal rights. What that means is if you had a trial, you would have an automatic right to appeal. If instead you choose to enter this plea agreement, your appeal rights are limited. You would have to ask the Court of Appeals for permission to appeal, and they could simply deny that request. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
If you plead guilty, you lose all of your current trial rights, including the right to have your trial on February 26th of this year. Those trial rights include the right to be tried by a jury of your peers, the right to be presumed innocent until you're proven guilty, and the right to have the prosecutor bear the burden of proving your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. At your trial, you would have a right to have the witnesses against you appear and to see, hear, and question them. And you would have the right to have the court order any witnesses on your behalf to appear at the trial. You would have a right to remain silent during your trial and not have that silence used against you. And you would have the right to testify at trial if you wanted to. But if you enter a guilty plea, you lose those trial rights. Are you aware of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because you're giving up your right to trial, you also necessarily give up the right to challenge other things that you might have been able to challenge if you did have a jury trial. Are you aware of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Outside of the plea agreement, has anyone promised you anything to get you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Has anyone threatened you in any way to make you feel like you have to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is it your own choice to plead guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
The prosecutor claims these offenses happened back on April 28th of 2023. Were you present in Crawford County on that date?
Yes, Your Honor.
On that date, did you operate a vehicle upon Hartwick Pines Road here in Crawford County?
Yes, Your Honor.
Prior to operating the vehicle, had you consumed alcohol?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Patel, you're looking to your attorney, which ordinarily is okay. It's not okay in this circumstance. This circumstance is you are offering to plead guilty to criminal offenses. I therefore need to hear from you and from you alone whether or not you're guilty of those. So if you don't understand my questions, I'll try to rephrase them. But this is a question for you, not for your attorney. So I don't want you, for example, to say something because your attorney said it. I want you to say it because it's accurate and that's what happened. So I'm going to ask you again, did you drive a vehicle on Hartwick Pines Road within Crawford County on that date?
Yes, Your Honor.
Prior to driving the vehicle, had you consumed alcohol?
Yes, Your Honor.
How much alcohol did you consume?
A few,
A few what?
a few beers, I guess you would say. I mean, according
I'm
to,
not asking what I would say, I'm asking what you did.
I drank some beers. I drank some beers.
How many beers? You know?
I don't know if, Your Honor, I don't.
All right. Do you agree that after you drank those beers, you drove the vehicle?
All right. I have an attorney question, a legal question. Why do judges ask how many they had? I know they're trying to build a factual basis. I understand that part of it. But if he's saying I had too much to drive or too much to drink to drive, right? He admitted to that. This is a kid. Who knows how many he had? He probably can't remember how many he had. He could have had anywhere between like 6 and 12. He has no idea how many he had. But even with adults that, binge drink, you're not going to be able to answer that question. So I don't understand the question about how many. Again, I understand they're building a factual basis on taking a guilty plea, but I don't know where the line is where the defendant just says, "Hey, I had too much to drink. I'm admitting to that." Why does it have to be a number? Can anyone answer that question?
I drove the vehicle.
You agree?
Yeah.
After you drank the beers?
Yes, yep.
Do you agree that as a result of drinking those beers that you've discussed, that you were visibly intoxicated or actually under the influence of alcohol because of those beers?
Birdie, have a good night. I hope you have a good night. I'm confused. Oh, Birdie, you have a good night, Birdie. But yeah, kind of weird that we just Beetlejuice Heineken though. Yeah, no Heineken. I never stopped talking. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I really hope Detective Rachel is still here. She was asking about you earlier. So if you see Detective Rachel, make sure you say something to her, Heineken. She was worried about you. You haven't been around in the last, couple days to a week. So Heineken, hopefully you're well. If you're sick, I really hope you're getting over it. If you're dealing with some stuff, you know what? We're always here to help you. And if you just want to be a troll, just be a troll, man. Just don't disappear for a week. We don't like that. We don't like that around here. You found a better site. You know what? That is much better of a Heineken answer than I could have given a justification for. So yeah. You know what? Well, I found a better BFF. His name is Noah No. All right. So Heineken, you're now number 2. You're Heineken 2 instead of 6. So I'm just glad to see you. I don't like people asking about people. All right, let's finish this clip. There's not that much left of this.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you take a blood or breath test?
Yes, Your Honor.
What was the result?
0.21.
So obviously you were over the legal limit. Is that accurate?
Is that accurate? Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
And do you have any reason to challenge the accuracy of that blood or breath test result?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have any reason to challenge the accuracy?
No, Your Honor. No.
In other words, you agree they are accurate. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
At some point while you were driving, did you come into contact with an officer?
Yes, Your Honor.
When you came into the contact with the officer, was he in full uniform and driving a marked patrol car?
Yes, Your Honor.
In other words, it was clear to you that he was an officer, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you would agree that that officer was acting within the lawful performance of his duties, would you not?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did he try to stop you by audible or visual sign?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you see him doing that or hear him doing that?
Yes, Your Honor.
What did you do after you saw him or heard him try to stop you?
I guess kept driving, right? Yeah.
Oh, hold on. You're asking me a question I have to answer. Hold on. Can my attorney answer it for me? This kid is driving me nuts. Like I said, this isn't the most exciting clip. I just really hope you get as much out of this as I got out of it. We're like, come on, man, just answer the questions. Stop looking at your attorney. You're not, this isn't a test. The judge just asking you what happened. Calm down. Heineken, if you're not going to show up for the entire video, you have no right to ask questions, all right? You don't know what happened. Rewind it and watch it like the rest of us little people, okay? You can live all high and mighty on your mountain and don't show up and hang out with us, cool people, because you're better than us, right? So you can rewind it and watch it from the beginning, just like the rest of us. I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. Yeah, I'm kidding. Yeah, kind of. All right, I'm half kidding. Nope, not kidding at all, but half kidding all at the same time. All right, I'm not going to pause it again. I'm going to let this play out. It's playing out from here on out. There's like 2 or 3 minutes left of this video. You guys are all awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out. Yes, I love resident trolls. They're my favorite. They are my favorite. I have been a resident troll my entire life. I've recently changed my life around. Heineken still has a shot. He still has a shot at redeeming himself like I did. and creating a YouTube channel instead of just trolling everybody. He can do that. He has the opportunity. We just have to hope that, he picks, the Jedi side, not the Sith side. You just got to go to the light, not the dark. All right. You guys are all awesome. Everybody, thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the gifted memberships. Welcome all to the new memberships. All jokes aside, Heineken, it is good to see you. I didn't realize how long it's been since I've seen you until it was brought up. Glad you're doing well. Everybody else, have a great night. As always, we hang out in Discord after the streams. Come hang out in Discord with us. The link is in the description. If not, one of my mods will drop it. And yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got. Hope you guys all had a great weekend. Hope you guys all had a safe weekend. Don't show up on my channel tomorrow, because if you are, it's a holiday. You're not getting out of jail till Tuesday. So yeah, have a good rest of the weekend. Till next time, bye.
Yes.
I don't want you to guess, Mr. Patel. This isn't a guessing game. I'm asking you what you did. You were there, I was not. So when you saw the officer or heard the officer try to stop you, what did you do?
Kept driving.
You kept driving knowing that he was attempting to stop you, is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, after that long discussion, is there an adequate factual basis for count 4 as well as count 2 as charged?
Yes.
Once I get a factual basis for the second offense.
Yes.
Do you agree, Mr. Thompson?
I agree, Your Honor.
Mr. Patel, is it accurate that prior to April 28th, 2000?
No, there will not. I promise that there would not be any more pauses. No more pauses. There's not going to be any more. That's an order. I told you guys, no more pauses.
2023, that means before the date in question. Is it true that you were convicted of the offense of operating while visibly impaired in the 87C District Court on or about June 21st of 2018?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, counsel, is there a full factual basis for each offense?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Has the court complied with the court rule regarding the taking of pleas?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
And are either one of the attorneys aware of any promises, threats, or inducements not disclosed on the record?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Patel, I accept your pleas. I find them to be knowingly, voluntarily, and accurately entered, and I find there's a clear factual basis to support a finding of your guilt on each offense. Therefore, I accept those pleas and enter them on your record. The next step is you're going to provide your telephone number on the record. That's so that Mr. McFalda, our probation agent with the Michigan Department of Corrections, can meet with you so that he can prepare what's called a pre-sentence investigative report.
Yeah. All jokes aside, I will pause for membership gifting and super chat. So I feel like there are a few people, Mimi, sorry, I had something in my throat, that like to make me pause it after I say I'm not going to pause it. Won't say Jedi because that was a joke, but Mimi, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. All jokes aside, very generous. I appreciate it, and welcome to all the new members, all the gifted memberships tonight. Welcome everybody. I do membership videos every Monday. Sometimes it's a live, sometimes it's a premiere. I don't know. It all depends on what I have, but yeah, that's tomorrow. That is tomorrow. So I better get my shit together. You guys are all awesome. And yeah, you guys, whenever I say this is my last pause, you do this on purpose. All right. Can we finish this clip? I'm going to say please, but if someone super chats again, I will pause it. But can we please finish this clip?
Then I'm going to bring you back here for sentencing. That's going to be in about 30 days. You'll get a notice in the mail. That hearing will be set in person. You will be required to be here in the courtroom. So will your attorney, so will the prosecutor, and so will I. Do you have any questions about that process, Mr. Patel?
No, Your Honor.
Judge, if he's just at Mr. Thompson's office, can we just have him come to the courthouse here and I'll get him his paperwork that he needs?
Sure. Mr. Patel, you're going to need to come back to the courthouse, meet with Mr. McFalda today. His number is on a list outside. If you need it, you can look that up or you can get it from your attorney. Do you have any questions, Mr. Patel?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Thompson, anything further today?
No further questions, thank you.
All your, I love it. I love my live community. My live community is why I keep doing it. It really is. You guys are all awesome. Adam, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. What sucks is my comment section is what blows up a day, 2 days, 3 days, even a week after I do something. And that's where I get blasted in the ear about pausing so much. So you guys need to go defend me in the comment section when these people say I pause it too much. Because Adam, you're at fault for this now, but I very much appreciate it. It's very generous of you. Thank you so much. And yes, I will pause it every single time someone super chats towards the end of a video because I don't want to miss a super chat, right? The last thing I want to do is miss a super chat. If I do, please call me out on it. I never want to miss anything when it comes to super chats, memberships, anything. So if I ever miss anything, please call me out on it. I'm not going to take offense. You can call me a giant piece of shit that because I missed your super chat. I don't care because you're right. If I missed it, I missed it. So yeah, Adam, thank you so much for another pause. You got your wish.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Gopi, anything further today?
No, thank you.
Court will take the trial down on February 26th. Make sure and touch base with the department before you leave today, Mr. Patel, and we'll see you in about a month. Thank you.
Thank you.
In the middle of the outro. All right, I'm very grateful. I am very grateful, Adam. I love your sense of humor. I would have done the exact same thing if I was in your shoes. It's hilarious. Thank you so much. Adam, no need to be sorry. I'll always say thank you for super chats, and I'll always pause it when I can. But you were literally a half a second from missing the cutoff because my outro's done. So I'm literally ending the stream. There's no more music after this. Everybody, come hang out with us in Discord. We have a good time in Discord after this. Come hang out. We talk. We shoot the shit. Sometimes we spill the tea, even though it's generally on people like Johnny. But we generally spill tea on people. So come hang out. All right. I am going to Discord now. So if you super chat again, Adam, I'm not gonna see it. Just so we're aware. But thank you so much. You are awesome. You guys all have a great night. If you're not in Discord, have a great night.